Did you know that it is estimated that we annually around the globe 1.6 million new tires are manufactured, and in that regard relatively 1 billions of tires will be thrown into the landfills, or it will be generated as a waste material. So let's talk about this and address this thing in this episode. Namaste people, welcome to the show Get Set Green. I'm your host Pooja RV. This podcast was created as a part of Podcast Lab in association with Anchor by Spotify. Today, I will introduce a person who ignited the basic idea of how a scrap material can be used into a home decor material or furniture, which is not only good in aesthetic view, it is also serving the main purpose which is intended to be served. So let's welcome Pradeep Jadhav sir to the show.
Thank you, ma'am, for inviting me on your show. And we're glad to share information regarding how we convert industrial waste into the furniture. So, thank you again, and wish you happy new year to all your subscribers,
Thank you so
audience.
much, sir. It's our pleasure to listen to you. And yeah, very happy new year to everyone who is listening to this right now. I know we are late by 1 or 2 days by the time this goes like uploading. But still, yeah, it's happy new year. Sir, I will start like what I wanted to ask you in the first part is that can you please briefly explain like what is Gigantic and how does it work and what is the main basic process involved in this? Can you please tell that to our audience?
Okay, actually, as you introduced myself, is a Pradeep Jadhav, founder of Gigantiques Decor Private Limited, and we are founding Gigantiques Decor 3 years before at 2018. And the reason behind this, I was working as a mechanical engineer in one of MNC company. Then I realized I can do anything because of I take experience from many MNCs and took a practical knowledge from them, and I realized I can do everything, and I can do for environment and for our nation. Okay, so I was trying to search those business who are different from rather different from others, who make a benchmark in a society to create something new, positivity towards our environment. Okay, so I was in search all the articles and all the things related to the any business who do this thing. So whenever I was search these ideas in a YouTube, one day I saw two African guys making a furniture out of tires.
Great.
They making in Africa. So I realized we do this job, we do this industry in our nation, in your India. So we utilize this scrap into a good furniture, good things. Okay, so this idea came in my mind, and I was continually search all these things, what can we do, how can we do all these things. So after my research, I taken a 1 to 2 months for taking a decision to can we do this business or not. Okay, so after my all the preparation related to this business. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, so I was already thinking ki I am doing this. Okay, so
Great.
after all those essays are done, and I am prepared for all those things, and I'm not aware about the product who we develop in our workshop, or who will purchase anyone, because of these are materials are making for scrap.
Yes.
And my motto is fulfilled because I already searching this type of business, because of I I am a person who contribute to the nation, for contribute to our environment, for our mother earth, to survive our mother earth for these scrap materials. Okay, so I was already all this search, and I already done all the searches. Okay,
Yeah.
so when I found a name for my company, Gigantiques Decor. So my thought behind this is Gigantics. Gigantics is a term, is a English term actually. So Gigantics means विशाल, हिंदी में हम
Okay.
उसे विशाल कहते हैं. ओके,
अच्छा. हाँ.
तो मेरा रीजन ये था, या मेरा मोटो ये था कि ये जो कंपनी बनेगी, ये विशाल कंपनी बनाने का मेरा सपना था. जो भी कंपनी बनाऊंगा वो विशाल बनाऊंगा, और विशाल बनाने के पीछे विशाल जो स्क्रैप हमारे लैंडफिल पे पड़ा हुआ है उसे हम कन्वर्ट करेंगे गुड फर्नीचर प्रोडक्ट्स में. ओके, तो जाइगेंटिक का मीनिंग विशाल था. और इंजीनियरिंग की एक टर्म है गीगा. गीगा मीन्स 10⁹, ये सबसे बड़ी टर्म होती है. तो ये 10⁹ इसलिए गीगा भी आया, और पीछे एंटिक्स आया. तो एंटिक्स चीजें बनाने का एक विशाल फैक्ट्री हमें बनाना था.
अच्छा.
इस वजह से हमने जाइगेंटिक्स डेकोर प्राइवेट लिमिटेड की स्थापना की 2018 में, और काम स्टार्ट किया. काम जब स्टार्ट हुआ उस टाइम पे मैं अकेला बंदा था जो इसके ऊपर वर्क कर रहा था. मैं 8 आवर्स की जॉब कंप्लीट करता था, और शाम में आके ये काम को अंजाम देता था.
Nice.
4 आवर्स पे. ओके, तो इस दौरान मैंने बहुत सारे ट्रायल एंड एरर्स किए. प्रोडक्ट को खूबसूरत कैसे बनाया जा सकता है, उसका कंफर्ट कैसे लेवल में आ सकता है, क्या क्या प्रोडक्ट हम बना सकते हैं, उसमें हमने बहुत सारा सर्च किया. लाइक टायर्स हो गए, इंडस्ट्रियल टायर्स, इंडस्ट्रियल बैरल्स हो गए, पुरानी व्हीकल्स हो गई, इंडस्ट्रियल पाइप्स हो गए, या अपने एग्रीकल्चरल पाइप्स हो गए, गैरेज वेस्ट हो गया. ये सारा मुझे कन्वर्ट करने का आइडिया आ गया. तो जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया तो वो फेज में मैंने बहुत सारी चीजों के ऊपर स्टडी किया. लाइक ट्रेनिंग कैसे देना है मेरे एम्प्लॉयज को,
Yes.
एम्प्लॉयज कौन कौन से रहेंगे, क्या क्या हायर करना पड़ेगा, क्या मशीनरीज लगेंगी, क्या सेटअप रहेगा. तो बेसिक से मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, और पहले खुद मैंने प्रैक्टिस किया. और इसको मार्केट में लाएंगे कैसे, इसके लिए हमने सर्च किया. क्योंकि मार्केट में बहुत सारे लोगों को पता रहता है कि अगर कोई चीज से बनी तो उसे खरीदी जाए या नहीं जाए.
Yes.
क्योंकि ये मिथ है, ये मिथ है. बहुत सारे लोगों को अभी भी पता नहीं कि ऐसी कोई चीज है भी या नहीं है. क्योंकि हम मेट्रोपोलियन सिटी में रहने वाले जो लोग हैं उनको पता है, बट जो ग्रामीण लोग हैं वो लोगों को तो अभी भी पता नहीं कि ये सारी चीजें से ऐसा ऐसा चीज बनता है. ओके,
Yes.
तो मैंने सोचा कि ये जो चीज है वो अर्बन एरियाज में ही ज्यादा बिकेगी, ना कि रूरल. क्योंकि लोग अवेयर होते हैं वो अर्बन में, मेट्रोपोलियन सिटीज में. तो मैंने ट्राई किया कि मेट्रोपोलियन सिटी में ही मेरा बिजनेस रहे, और वहां से मैं लोगों को अप्रोच करूँ कि हम एनवायरनमेंट को बचाने के लिए कुछ कोशिश कर सकते हैं. तो जब प्रोडक्ट बन रहे थे तो सोशल मीडिया बूम पे था 2018 में. तो उसका फायदा मैंने लिया. सोशल मीडिया में जितना ज्यादा मेरा प्रेजेंस रहेगा, लोगों को जितना ज्यादा हम अप्रोच कर पाएंगे कि प्रोडक्ट ऐसे है हमारे, ये सारी चीजें से बनते हैं, और क्या आप इसे खरीदना चाहते हो. तो ये सारी चीजें करते करते ट्रायल एंड एरर हुआ. ऐसे में ही हमें एक कैफे का ऑर्डर मिल गया ऑनलाइन.
Nice.
तो वो हाँ, जो कैफे का पहला जो ऑर्डर था हमारा, उसके वजह से हमें बहुत सारे रेफरल्स मिले. तो वो पहला ऑर्डर मैंने जैसे कंप्लीट किया, लाइक एम्प्लॉयज हायर किए, उनको ट्रेनिंग दिया, उनसे वो काम करवा के लिया, वो लोगों को एक विजन दिखाया कि हाँ हमारा ये विजन है, यहाँ यहाँ से हमें काम करना है, वैसे ऐसे काम रहेगा. तो हर एक के लिए नया था, हर एक के लिए नया था, इसलिए हर कोई एक्साइटेड था, हर कोई काम में मन लगा के काम कर रहा था. तो ये सारी चीजें करते करते लोगों तक हम पहुंचे. लोगों ने हमारे प्रोडक्ट को सहारा, कुछ ऑब्जेक्शंस दिए, कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आई. तो ये सारे टैकल करते 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 हम स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोडक्ट को भी सहारते गए, हमारी सर्विस को भी सहारते गए, और जितना ज्यादा स्क्रैप हम कन्वर्ट कर सकते थे उतना ज्यादा स्क्रैप कन्वर्ट करने की दिशा में हमने पैर रख दिया. तो अभी तक आपको अगर हम फिगर कहे तो हमने इंडस्ट्रियल बैरल्स अगर कहे तो 2 लाख से भी ज्यादा हमने इंडस्ट्रियल बैरल्स को एज अ फर्नीचर में कन्वर्ट कर चुके हैं.
That's
टायर्स की अगर हम
tremendous
बात,
amount. Like it's a huge number to we can like even think of like how much space it would have consumed if it ended up in a landfill. So kudos
yes,
to that part, sir. Great work. Yeah,
yes,
please
yes.
continue. Yeah.
Also, we convert 75,000 and more than 75,000 of tires into a good furniture and decor items.
Mm-hmm.
And we convert garage waste and vehicles. Like we convert around uh, 20 tons of garage waste into a good furniture and this type of items like a furniture and all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So motto behind this, why we do this?
Correct.
Okay. As as your part of question number two, what's your question?
I just wanted to know like a quantity of upcycled material which you have been like reducing from ending up in landfills.
Yes, yes. So I already told you how much quantity we already
Yes, yes,
consumed, and
definitely.
yeah, and in future we already try to convert more scrap into a good furniture and good items, so that we help to our nature to uh, this consumable landfill right now. This is a big issue in future.
Yes,
Right now we are not facing anything, but this is the main issue where we consume the landfill, uh, the sources of water drainage it's not fulfilled, because
correct.
अगर जब हम कोई स्क्रैप किसी जगह पे पड़ा रहता है बहुत दिनों तक, वो जगह लैंडफिल जो कवर करके वो स्क्रैप ने रखा है, तो उसके वजह से क्या होता है, जो वाटर का लेवल है हमारा वो बहुत गिरने लगता है। बट ये कब पता चलता है, सालों साल कोई स्क्रैप किसी एक जगह पे पड़ा रहता है, तो उसके वजह से हमारा जो पानी जमीन में जाना चाहिए वो नहीं जाता।
Correct.
जो जो बाष्पीभवन बोलते हैं उसे, वो नहीं हो पाता। उसके वजह से हमारा जो पानी का लाइक रेनी सीजन में जो पानी का कभी कभी आना या कभी ज्यादा आना, ये जो चीजें हैं हम लैंडफिल को खराब कर रहे हैं, इसलिए हो रहा है।
Yes.
ये मेरा मानना है।
And being an environmental engineer, I would like to add one more point to this. Not only scrap materials in the landfill, there will be n number of materials. It will have huge chemical and other compositions. What happens is when it is stored for a long time, it will start dripping off or seeping its own composition materials with which it was made of. So eventually what happens is, even though they put certain geotextile materials or any polymers to prevent the seepage, ultimately it will end up being and going into seeping into the soil. So what happens is it will be a great soil pollution, also underground water pollution. So I just wanted to highlight this part to the audience, and also I even want to highlight that part where Gigantics, they are working towards an mission with a motto so that they can at least do their part of the work in reducing it. And also one more thing, as you mentioned that regarding 75,000 tires and all, that was great because one thing what happens is like tire is the one such material, it is so versatile in terms of strength and everything, durability. But what happens
Yes,
is
yes.
it is even if we incinerate it, the amount of carbon monoxide which it emits is very harmful. So
Right.
I request everyone, like if you have any tires left out, please don't incinerate or burn it. Kindly give it to any raddiwala, or if not them, please send it to a place where it can be recycled or reused. This is my
Yes,
humble request to those who are all listening.
yes, yes. We are accepting all those uh, tire scrap. So if anyone want to send to us, then we'll happy to convert them into a good part of life. Yes.
Yeah, whoever listening audience can take a note of this, like they can definitely send it to the team of Gigantics. They will make sure that it will be used very well. And also, sir, can you tell like how exactly do you have any partnerships along with these people, like from where you get the resource materials?
It's a long duration. We are partnering with many people who are delivering a material to us. We are finding them every time. We are developing a vendors every time, because of scrap vendors are everywhere, but we need a scrap where which one we need to convert them into a beautiful one. Okay, we are not converting each and every waste material, but which one we convert into a good furniture. These vendors are we are always developed. Okay, so nearby we have a MIDC area, so we go there and convey them to give us your industrial waste, so that we can convert them into a furniture like a barrels, and we go to nearby garages and convey them to give us a tires. We go to the nearby scrap yards and say him to give us a scrap in a very reasonable rates, so that we can reduce their waste landfill, and go to the next level, go to the any areas where we decor their many people's spaces and make a smile on very many people's.
Yes, sir. Even though I am more into the sustainability, I can say that we will have. I believe that everyone has this feeling that when we
Mhm.
hear the word scrap, we have that inhibition from inside, like saying it won't give a very much good look or aesthetic wise or durability wise. That kind of comes like inbuilt within us. So I want
Mhm.
you to say like how exactly do you tackle these things, like the feeling of a customer saying that how do you like convince them to buy your product. And also I want to know like what are all the different kinds of things like you innovate, right? As I read, you nearly have 80 unique products in under your team, so can you
Yes, yes.
please tell us that part?
Yes, it's a big task actually. If anyone make the product, because but selling is a main important thing whenever you done a business. Okay, so when we do a sale with when we put a product in front of anyone and say him this is from a scratch and we are making these products. Okay, but we are make a product in a such a way that so anyone who can see our products, so they love the product, because we give them a aesthetic value, we give them a proper colors, and we give them a proper ergonomics. Okay, so anyone comes and sit to our furniture, they feeling great comfort. Okay,
Great.
after that they smile. After looking the scrap, we convert into a good things. Okay, so everyone appreciate us. No one can no one can uh, demotivate us, because nowadays everyone knows the sustainability. Nowadays everyone know the awareness of our environment, how we can protect it. Okay, so no, if anyone can't anyone unknown about that, so we always convey them how we make these products. So we give them a process, we tell them a process how we can do, and uh, how we can minimize our landfills scrap. Okay, so these are the main objectives we for convincing the customers, and they agree for that and they pay for that, and the products are very good. That's why we are not struggling more.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. Sir, one thing I would like to ask, as you mentioned previously that you had a job in MNC and you were working for 8 hours, that is 9 to 5, and you managed to spare certain time for this. Can you please tell us that, because everyone has certain ideas to do something, but what happens is in middle of juggling with all this daily life hectic work, they somewhat
Yes.
miss. I want you to tell that part.
Actually, if anyone want to do a business in a many areas where they want to do the business, okay. But I want to tell your audience and everyone, do a business nowadays for certain purpose, for your own purpose, for your environmental purpose, for your nation purpose. But you have to need a certain purpose why you need to do the business. Okay, This is the first goal you need to clear before doing a business. Second thing, whenever we do something in anywhere, okay. So second thing, you need to set a goals where you want to reach. Okay, you set your goals, you set your time periods, you set your what we do, आपको सारी डिफिकल्टीज को भी सेट करना है. ओके, हम कहाँ कैसे रीच करना है, उसका प्लान ऑफ एक्शन क्या रहेगा, ये सारी चीजें आपको पढ़नी पड़ेगी, ये सारी चीजें आपको करनी पड़ेगी. तब जाके आप बिजनेस में सर्वाइव हो सकते हो. किसी भी बिजनेस को स्टार्ट करने के वक्त आपको लगता है पैसा, लाइक भांडवल जिसे हम बोलते हैं. तो भांडवल जो रहता है उसे क्रिएट करने में, बिजनेस को बनाने में भांडवल की जरूरत नहीं रहती है, एक इच्छा शक्ति की जरूरत रहती है.
Yes.
जो किसी के पास अगर रहे तो हम कैसा भी बिजनेस कैसे भी खड़ा कर सकते हैं. हमने स्क्रैच से बिजनेस खड़ा किया, जीरो से, और आज हमारी कंपनी ऑलमोस्ट 1 CR से ऊपर टर्नओवर कर रही है. यस,
I would like to congratulate you on this part, coming from zero to having a turnover around 1 crore.
yes, yes, yes.
That's really
And
great.
our motto is for this company, and our vision is to actually our core purpose of Gigantiques Decor is to bring meaningful transformation in the lives of people by providing them sustainable and eco-friendly products that can make a difference.
Yes, correct. Sir, one thing.
And
Yeah, continue, please.
and our mission is to lead the antique furniture industry with largest product range and path-breaking solution, thus achieving 15,000 crores turnover by 2040.
Our best wishes are with you, sir. We hope that you reach that benchmark which you have set right now. We really, really wish that you can achieve that thing. Sir, one more thing. What is the durability of all these furnitures which you make? Like, do they vary? Like for barrels and tires, like that kind of. Do you have at least any idea, rough idea, like what will be the duration or
It will
durability?
vary depending on raw material.
Okay.
Whenever we make a material from industrial barrels, so we when we make these products, we do a welding with the gas welding. So durability of the product, it's an unbreakable product actually. You can use this at 10 to 15 years without fail. Okay. The second thing, when we convert the tires into a good furniture, so its a durability depends on where we keep this. If we keep this in our home premises, yeah, inside the home, so you can use this almost 5. Okay, and when we make it a product out of the vehicle, old vehicles and garage waste, if you use in inside and in a closed environment, so you can use that many years, like 10 to 15 years without fail. These are the durability. And when we use this material at such a long time, so we already set a benchmark to how you protect the environment actually, because these things are kept in a landfill almost 10 to 15 years, and we go back, we give them a new avatar and set back to one of the place where we beautify the places, and living spaces are more goods.
Okay. Sir, once like, do you have any idea regarding if once it completed its life service, like with the fully accomplished potential use is over, and it cannot be used no more, then like, is there any provision in your company like to take back them or to upcycle them or to recycle them? Any idea regarding that part?
Can you recall your question?
Okay, so if we take an furniture, yeah, even though its durability is so and so years, what happens is once the use is done, like it's no more in usable state. So do you have any process like idea how to take back that to? Do you have that provision of recycling or collecting the material which you are getting into the market, or like that idea?
Actually, we are a startup actually,
Okay.
like a 3 to 4 years before startup, and we can't find a provision for the same problem, but definitely we'll working on the same.
Mhm.
If anything, if any idea we happen, how we get back to the items where material already used the customers and they wanted to return our material. So we'll make it a provision in future
Hmm.
also.
That would be great if you can add and if you get any idea regarding that.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
this was all. Let me just tell you for everyone in brief what happened today in this interview. So Gigantiques Decor, what they do is basically they use all the scrap material from the industries, like it may be barrels or like waste material from garages, tires, etc. They make a beautiful, aesthetically good looking furniture decors which can be used in cafes, restaurants, or even at homes. So this is what they do basically, their main agenda. And now they are like spreading business and it's a new startup. They are working, they are having new goals to set, and they are working tremendously so as to reduce so much amount of waste going into landfills. So yes, this was all regarding Pradeep Jadhav sir. I'm really thankful for you sparing this time for us. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for listening, and I hope that this new year brings you lots and lots of new hopes and happiness. You can connect with me on my Instagram handle at Namaste People, and if you have any suggestions or insights regarding the podcast, you can mail me at prv480172@gmail.com. So until the next episode, stay tuned.